What's up everybody, Taco Bandit here. Today marks a fairly important day for the channel, I'd say. This is the very first Taco Tuesday, which is when I'll be bringing you updates on my Tacoma, obviously on every Tuesday. So, just to give you a quick rundown on everything about the truck so far. On Saturday I did pick up my 2016 TRD Off-Road access cab, so I have the clamshell doors, not the full four-door truck. And I did that because I wanted the full 6-foot bed instead of a 5-foot bed. So far I've put a little over 100 miles on the truck and absolutely love it. It's getting really good fuel mileage. It's really cool when you turn the truck off, it gives you a trip summary, so it tells you how far you've driven in terms of time and mileage, and it tells you your MPG over that span while the truck was on. So the lowest I've gotten really is about 17.5 miles to the gallon, on up to pretty close to 20 miles to the gallon. So I'd say that's pretty good. My last truck was the 2nd gen Tacoma, this being a 3rd gen, and I'm getting way better fuel mileage in this. It's also a lot more comfortable and a lot quieter. It's still fairly windy out, so you might be hearing some of the wind noise right now. But yeah, so I'm loving the truck so far. I was a little nervous. I'd never seen a TRD off-road in quicksand when I ordered mine. I just wasn't really sold on any of the other colors. I mean, the silver one looked fine, but you see so many silver trucks, and I was just looking for something a little bit different. But I absolutely love the quicksand. It's not really like the pictures when you Google, quicksand Tacomas. It's definitely different, and to be honest with you, it's different in every light. When I went to school this morning, it was a darker shade because it was morning. Right now here in the afternoon, it's definitely a lighter tan, which I really like. But it's definitely good, and I was worried about all the chrome. The 3rd gen Tacomas here have a huge grille, and other chrome badging around the truck. And honestly, it doesn't look bad. Before I got my truck, I was really thinking about either plasti dipping my grill or getting an aftermarket grill or something like that, just to get rid of some of the chrome, because I'm not a fan of chrome on a truck. To me, a truck is a tool, and it needs to be rugged and everything to get the job done. It doesn't need to be flashy and all like that. But this is this amount of chrome isn't bad, and I think the color offsets it nicely. The only thing I'm not completely sold on is the V6 badge on the tailgate. Now, this truck doesn't have a lot of badging on it, and it doesn't say Toyota on it anywhere other than the emblem here on the steering wheel and on the grille up in the front. On the doors and everything, it has the Tacoma lettering badge, and it has Tacoma pressed really nicely into the tailgate. But off to the side of the tailgate, it has this little V6 badge, and I don't really understand why, because you can't get a TRD off-road that's not a 6-cylinder, and it's not like I'm really gonna brag about having a 6-cylinder to begin with. But so I think that badge might have to go, and I really think it would make the tailgate look a lot cleaner as it is. But to be completely honest, that's about my only gripe with the truck. I'm going around and getting thumbs up, and I've had a couple people stop and talk to me at stoplights, and they seem to really be enjoying the truck as well. And like I said, you just really don't see a whole lot in this color. So obviously I'm still a little bit excited about having a new truck and all like that. So I'm still going to hold off a little bit longer to do the full review. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this infotainment system here in my center stack and all like that. But as of now, it's been really, really nice. I tend to leave my phone on Pandora to get my internet radio instead of listening to the actual FM or XM radio. I do have XM for the next 3 months, and I've been using that a little bit, but that's not worth it to me. But if you leave the console here in Pandora as your source, it's just like you would have it in FM. You get out of the truck and everything turns off as normal, and your phone turns off Pandora. But when you turn on the truck, Pandora restarts, and you don't have to hit play or sync your phone or anything. It does all of that automatically, and it'll just open up the last Pandora station that you were listening to, which I think that is an absolutely great feature to have, because you don't have to pick up your phone and be fiddling with that, and then all of your Pandora stations will just come up here and be displayed on the screen, and you can cycle between those, thumbs up, thumbs down songs, skip, and all like that. So I was a little bit concerned about the transmission of this truck. I'd read on the forums where it was a little bit jumpy, and some people had good experiences and good things to say about it, and some people didn't. This is a smart transmission, meaning it will take into consideration my driving habits and my throttle inputs in terms of shifting and that sort of thing. So the longer I drive it, the better I'll get to know the truck, and the better it'll get to know me, and we'll adapt to each other, and obviously it'll end up better than it is right now. This guy's about to blow dust all over my brand new truck. Please don't do that. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Pointed the opposite direction. But anyhow, so but some people, they were saying from the factory that the transmission seemed to wander between gears and hunt for gears a lot. Honestly, I haven't ran into that at all. We're going 35 miles per hour right now. Throw it over into sport mode, it shows that I was in 5th gear, and just going down, there are hills where I live, but if you keep fairly constant throttle input, it doesn't shift. I mean, you can watch your RPMs and it just doesn't shift. It doesn't wander in between. I mean, obviously if I start going up a fairly large hill, it'll shift and raise the RPMs up a little bit to have the power to get up the hill, and then it'll shift back down once I get to the top. But there's no wandering or anything like that, even on the interstate. There was one instance where I was on the interstate, and it wasn't really a hill, but my RPMs spiked up to 3,000 RPMs for a little bit, and then went back down. I'm not really sure the reason for that, but I'm getting used to it. So thanks for joining me for the very first edition of Taco Tuesday. I look forward to this series, and I hope you all enjoyed as well. Set your calendars and subscribe to my channel so you get these updates on my Tacoma, and leave any questions or concerns that you may have in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you next time. So here's the tailgate that I was telling you about, with the Tacoma lettering pressed in there along the bottom. I think it looks really, really nice and a huge step up from the last generation. But then you look over here and you see this V6 emblem. Now in my opinion, if that wasn't on there, the tailgate would look a whole lot cleaner and just a whole lot better looking in general. But so that might be coming off here shortly. I'm still on the fence about it, so if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments below. But I'll leave you with this. The new tailgate latch on the Tacoma with the standard backup camera, so any trim level that you have of the new Tacoma will come with that backup camera. But we also have the easy lower function, which is fantastic and new for the 3rd generation.